Hi, this is Sniz with Bloodbane, World 11, Lord of Ultima. This is part 2 of my September 10th vlog. I decided to just turn this into a vlog style. In my part 1, I covered an attack I'm doing against Stash 23 on Continent 10. I'm doing a little bit more of a coordinated assault on a target on Continent 20, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a part 2 and cover the mechanics of that. Really quick, I'm on my Alpha. I called it Alpha Male after I took it. This is a conquered castle. It's my only watered castle. I may come to regret it. I was basically eliminating somebody that was here. It was actually one of the first castles on the continent. It's really close to my Alpha cluster, which is, kind of my home. This is Sniz Central right here. So I decided I wanted to take that castle out, and I didn't really have a castle in the makings here, so I figured I'd go ahead and just conquer the one that was there. I don't recommend that. I may come to regret that, but it was already a city, so if somebody else from another alliance wanted to come in and hammer this thing, they could have and conquer it. So as long as I'm not a target of somebody with a massive military naval force, which I already know Denites really doesn't have, I'm not too worried about it, and I actually do have a lot of support cities in here, so this is going to be well covered. Anyway, so this is a castle that I conquered. This is my Alpha Male castle. I couldn't resist because I took it. Yeah, anyway. And then I'm also attacking the same target from my Beta 3 castle, which I'll clip to here briefly. Beta 3 is actually my first castle over here on the other shrine. Now these two are kind of east to west, similar. My target, really quick, I want to cover something on ministers. Personally, I'm slowing down a lot. I set myself a budget for this game. I'm not going to spend a ton of money. I've been using diamonds for economic development and whatnot. I'm starting to max that out. I've actually started using my mana on lower level artifacts I'd had saved from a long time ago. So I'm not huge on. I mean, you reach a point where you simply, I'm not going to spend a ton of money on this game. I'm trying to keep it to about 20 bucks a month, maybe 25 if I'm really gung ho about it. But the first thing, it probably costs about 4 or 5 bucks for the month to have all the full minister pack. And I strongly recommend that. The ministers are really nice. First of all, on the building side. Second of all, on the defense minister and the war minister. The war minister being extremely helpful for these types of timed coordinated attacks. If you haven't seen this interface yet, basically I'm going to click to this guy that I'm attacking now. If you click the target and you say send army, and let's say I was going to send, I'm not actually going to do this now because I've already got attack pending, but let's say I was going to send some Zergs. I can say send now, which I can't because, oh, wait, okay, so let's say I'm going to assault this guy. I can send that now, but when I have the minister, I have the ability to say I want to set an arrival time of 3 days from now at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now this is local time because I'm set to local time, and then I can click to assign this to minister. When I do that, it now has in my command summary a war minister assigned assault ready to depart whenever it needs to depart so that it arrives when I programmed it to arrive. That's a fairly powerful tool. It's something that, hey, if you don't want to spend money on diamonds, great, I understand, totally respect that. I don't propose spending a ton of money on diamonds, but I would recommend, if you're going to be hardcore about this game and you want to be into serious PvP, invest whatever comes out to a few bucks a month to get the minister pack. It makes the game much more playable. So anyway, no, I do not work for EA. No, I don't get commissions. It's just something that I've learned. So really quick, what I did on this it's a single player castle only city. It's going to be another restart. Fairly powerful castle. I mean, it's a resource city and a military city, but it is a 5k castle, and it's tier 2 in a shrine, and it's not watered. So not only do I need to eliminate that, but I actually want that castle, so I'm going to siege it. I'm going to conquer it. So what I'm doing in this case is I'm actually sending 2 different forces from 2 different castles because I don't want those sieges to combine. They're both sieges. Oh, I need to cancel this little test thing that I just created. This siege is 100,000 Zerkers with 50 scouts. This siege is going to arrive at 8:04:50, basically 8:05 tomorrow morning. When that hits, just like you saw in the other one, 100,000 Zerkers are going to hit whatever troops he has in this castle. Those guys are dead. Straight up, I could not possibly have enough troops in that castle to withstand 100,000 Zerkers hitting them all at once. Now I'm going to flip over to, now if I wanted to destroy this, by the way, from that castle, I could be sending 441 catapults, which by the end of tomorrow is going to be probably closer to 1,000 catapults. So I'm actually, if you saw what 150 some odd catapults were doing to that other guy's castle, imagine what 1,000 catapults would do to a castle when you're wanting to actually destroy it. Anyway, not the case with this tech, just thought I'd mention that as long as I was here. Now I'm going to flip back to my alpha male. That is where I'm actually sending a force of, I'm using this for warlocks right now, and it's going to be ships too, but right now I'm building up a warlock force. Now the alpha male attack is doing two things. First of all, this is the siege. Now it's only 1,000 warlocks because I was just barely developing this castle with the Baron. But the timing is such that that's going to hit at 8:10 tomorrow. So it's going to hit 5 minutes after 100,000 Zerkers hit. And every hour, 100,000 Zerkers, or whatever's left of them, 98,000 Zerkers, are going to kill anything he's produced in that, however, in that 55 minutes, and then 5 minutes later this group's going to hit. That protects my Baron considerably. Now, I'm not too worried about a sophisticated defense from this guy, but I could have tightened those time intervals down to be 5 seconds apart if I wanted to. In fact, I'm going to be doing some experimentation with how tight you can time that stuff, so there's literally a 5-second, 3-second, 2-second window that you can actually get in there. But anyway, that's the design of this attack. I have the Baron from this city that's going to actually be advancing my power of claim. It's timed so it hits as soon as night protection drops for the day, so I'm going to have a full attack force hitting right after night protection drops, first thing in the morning as soon as it can without night protection on. 100,000 Zerks, hammering anything he has there. 5 minutes later, the Baron group's going to hit. 55 minutes later, the Zerks are going to clear out anything that's been built. Then the Baron's going to advance power of claim. It keeps my Baron safe, relatively safe, although typically I'd really like to have a larger force with the Baron too, just so he's got a lesser chance of dying. Which, by the way, that's what this second siege that's assigned to the Minister is all about. This one is designed to arrive right before the second wave, and these, I'm basically going to be sending warlocks, adding warlocks to that siege. And because now the Baron is from this castle, so any troops that I send on siege will combine, whereas the Zerks are from a separate castle. They'll stay separate and attack independently in advance of the siege. So that's the basic timing and game mechanic I wanted to cover in this part 2. Hope it helps. Hope you enjoyed the videos today. I did a bunch of them, and now I'm going to go chill, watch some TV, and update my queues. Have a nice day.